When I was 16, I posted one video that I can confidently say changed my life. It was back in July and I was running on my content agency, which I still run by the way. But it was just one video that I posted that made me over $10,000 in clients and continues to land me clients till this day. If you can find me one form of acquisition that does that exact same thing, I'll give you $1 million. And the reason I'm so confident is because there is no other form of acquisition. Now that was over 7 months ago. The reason I'm showing you this is because I was pretty much brand new to content at that time. And this proves that anybody can land clients or make money with content no matter if you have 1,000 or 100,000 followers. So in this video, not only am I gonna break down how it works for me, but I'm gonna explain the strategy behind it so that you can steal it, apply it to any video, and make thousands of dollars selling your product or service. So get your journal out and take notes because I'm about to change your life. As you can see here, we had $7,190 in Stripe for the month of July, and I'll pop up the wire deposits as well. All right, we're keeping it stupid simple for this one, no matter if you're a coach, agency owner, course seller, realistically, whatever it is, I don't care because this is gonna work for you. At the end of the day, we all create content for one reason. Say it with me, to make money. However, I see so many of you creating shitty content that either gets no views, attracts the wrong audience, or gets you 0 sales, or potentially all 3 of them. And we fix this by first determining your ideal viewer. Who very specifically are you going to talk to in every single one of your videos? For example, mine is young, successful entrepreneurs who have an online business making over $20,000 per month and don't really take things super seriously. Which means I can make content that provides a ton of value like I'm doing right now, but I don't have to be over the top professional. Once you have this, be sure to write it down somewhere so you can always come back to it. Also, one quick thing I want to mention before we go deeper that I see every beginner creator do, and is most of the time the reason why they get low views is they start their videos like this. If you're a fitness coach and you want to go viral in the next 60 seconds, be sure to watch this video. I'm telling y'all have seen this hook somewhere, I promise you, and it is awful for getting views and turning those views into sales. So please don't do this. Instead of calling them out, since that's more for ads or direct sales, we're going to create broad content that naturally attracts our ideal viewer. Think of what's going to show up on this person's feed. Would they watch the content that you're creating? For example, one of our most recent clients, who's a trading coach, sells a $10,000 package to service-based business owners. Now, he teaches them how to trade alongside their day job. So think about what this person would likely want to see on their For You page. Got it? Now let me show you what type of content this guy was creating. You may think it looks nice, and it definitely does, but the problem is, the content is not something that would show up on a plumber's For You page. It's as simple as that. Now, you may ask why. Number one, it talks about advanced strategies. It talks about strategies for people who are already day traders and likely doesn't attract beginners who are his ideal viewer. And 2, it was highly edited, which attracted a bunch of editors, not service-based business owners. Now, what do they watch? Well, we did some research, and we found that people who tend to keep it raw, authentic, and personable seem to get more older viewers, right? People who are more mature and actually have buying power or the ability to spend $10,000 on a course. So now we're pivoting his entire content strategy to more of a raw, authentic, and personable style. Does that make sense? Now, number 2 is gonna be your posting structure. This is actually a lot more important than I see people really give it credit, and so let me break it down for you. This is what you should be doing if you really wanna get the best results possible out of your organic content. I first want you to start by posting 1 time per day for 30 days. Just try and do that. 1 time per day, 30 days. And every single video you make, I want you to try and improve something from the last video before that. So your first video maybe got 500 views, try and fix something, whether it's the script, the way you record, your lighting, your angle, whatever, try and fix something so the next one maybe gets 600 or 1,000 views. Just slowly improve every single time. But Andrew, what do I post for the 30 days? All right. Well, let me show you. A good rule of thumb is to follow the ENS framework. And all this stands for is engagement, nurture, sales. It's really not that confusing. Engagement videos are specifically geared for going viral. Typically, you take inspiration from a video that already went viral in your niche whenever you're creating these. Then all you have to do is make your video 10% better than the one you copied. One thing you must remember is that with engagement videos, the only goal is to get new people onto your page. That's it, just new followers. Nurture videos are going to be a little bit more niche specific. Imagine you're a day trader and you sell a package to people who are kind of intermediate traders, right? They know what trading is, but they're not really profitable yet, or they aren't making a ton of money from trading. Your engagement content is likely going to be more broad and geared to people who are brand new to day trading. Think of super basic information that you could provide, or something that's just engaging or relatable to that audience. While your nurture videos could be more targeted information specific to your ICP, right? Those people who are the intermediate traders who may not be profitable, but they likely understand all of the terminology and things that go into day trading. They just don't have the right strategies yet. So remember, in these nurture videos, you're going to give them more specific value. And one more thing I want to mention is that you can be more personal in these videos. Things like comment replies, your story, right? Your actual personal story, and just documenting your lifestyle. People want to see you, know who you are, and this also, we've seen it before, helps improve conversion rates a ton whenever people know you, right? In fact, people that buy from me the most of the time know exactly who I am. They're like, oh, okay, he's a young kid, he hustles, he has XYZ client results, right? He's generated over 500 million views for clients. And so they understand who I am and what I've done and like what my mindset is. They're like, okay, I like his personality. And most of the time, that's why they buy from me, not because my content's the coolest or I give the best value. Does that sort of make sense? So definitely be sure to incorporate more of that personal content. And one quick thing I forgot to mention is that this content is going to ultimately position you as the ultimate authority. So that when people look at you, they go, this guy knows his shit. I should probably check out his program. Which is where lastly, the sales videos come into place. This is where those people who are already thinking, okay, I trust this guy, he clearly knows what he's doing, is going to take those viewers and actually convert them into live sales, right? People that put money into your bank account. Because at the end of the day, like we mentioned earlier, that's the end goal. These videos are going to be more of a soft sell, such as showing what the process of y'all marketing might look like, or client results, or anything that's going to get them really ready to buy. And then lastly, pushing them to a lead magnet or a link to buy your program. Now, if you aren't sure what to post or how many times to be posting every single day, I want you to try and follow this schedule, especially if you're posting at least once per day. So now that you understand what you need to be doing, let's go ahead and break down why my video performed so well and ultimately generated me thousands of dollars from just a few minutes of work. All right, the video starts off with authority hijacking. All this means is using someone who has a bigger name than you in the hook of your video. This makes people interested in what you have to say about that character or figure. And it's a proven tactic, by the way. Like, people have used this countless times to make themselves go viral. And here's a video that kind of uses that exact same format. I'm sure you've seen something like this on your For You page. Next, this video instantly puts them into the frame of buying. They are in a buying state. What I mean by this is that the viewer is now thinking, well, if I was to work with this Andrew guy, what is that process going to look like? Or how is that process going to work? And ultimately, do I think that he could get me results? Yet, even if they weren't to work with me, when watching this video, they still end up with a ton of value that's actionable they can take and implement within their content strategy, which is very important. And by the way, a great reminder to always lead with a value whenever it comes to organic content. And the last thing I want to cover is the way I position this to attract my ideal audience. I want you to imagine this video on a young entrepreneur's feed. Could you imagine them liking the way it looks? But secondly, take into account the messaging, the way I speak. It also garners the attention of who I need to be watching my videos. I speak in a way that attracts my ideal audience. In the beginning, I say, go ahead and keep scrolling if you're a brokey. Now, this is funny to most of the people who I want to work with, and so they probably end up staying, but there's like, oh, I want to hear what this guy has to say now. All right, so the moment y'all have all been waiting for, how can you actually take this and apply it to any of your sales videos to start making thousands of dollars from organic content? All right, step number one is starting with a broad hook, one that your ideal viewer would likely be attracted to. And remember, this isn't an ad, so don't start your videos like, if you're a creator and your content sucks, here's how to make your videos go viral. These hooks can work, and they do work, but we're looking for evergreen content, things that are proven to work time and time again. Instead, I want you to start with something like, less than 2 months ago, I had 0 followers. Now I have over 100,000. This positions you as an expert and basically says, I know more than you do, you little viewer. Except of course in a nice way. Yet it's also broad, meaning literally anybody could end up getting value from this video. No matter if you're a TikTok shop creator, a TikTok organics creator, an OnlyFans creator, or you sell a course, or you're a realtor. It does not matter. You want to understand how to organically go viral and go to 100,000 followers. Anybody wants to know that. That's universal. You could even add something like, and I'm about to change your life in the next 60 seconds, so you should probably share this with a friend. This is just an extra hack used to boost engagement, as you can see here. All right, step one, check. At this point, the viewer's expectations are likely set high. They're likely wanting a step-by-step guide that's going to get them to 100,000 followers, which is where step two comes in. Build up that hype. Make them super excited for the value that you're about to drop. An example of this could be, as a young ginger boy, I never imagined social media could really change my life. I used to clean shit out of Walmart bathrooms, but as I was scrolling, I came across someone named The Ginger Entrepreneur, who was a young, handsome content genius. And by using everything he taught me on only my second video, I blew up. 10,000 views, 100,000 views, then 1 million. And I was able to do this every single time using a 3-step plan. Okay, so we built up hype and put ourselves in their shoes, positioning us as the solution. Their expectations are still set high, so now all you have to do is meet them. Step 3, drop immense value. Now, I want you to remember here to make it actionable. If the viewer cannot take your value, implement it within 24 hours, and actually see results, then I want you to go ahead and scratch that idea. This value also needs to be formatted in a manner that is step by step. So 1, 2, 3, do this, do this, do this. So the viewer, like I said, can take it and actually implement it to see results. And remember, you want to be salesy. This is a sales video, which is why you post them rarely. So throw in client results, talk about your offer, etc. And now that you've given them all the value, it's time to end off with a call to action. And this should be a hardcore call to action. Like, if you want me to help you, comment XYZ. Then once they comment, have you or a setter get in there as soon as possible and close the deal. Remember, speed to lead is essential. All right, so let's recap in case you weren't taking notes. 1, define your ideal viewer. 2, follow a specific posting sequence. Don't do guesswork. 3, when writing a short form video sales letter, follow the BHACK formula. Broad hook, build hype, give actionable value, and call to action. This is exactly what allowed me to close over $10,000 from one video in one single month. So if you want my personal help, be sure to check out the description. And if you want more on how to build a personal brand in depth, be sure to subscribe.